field. You know, I pride myself in being the guy who stay in high conditions and being physical fit. You know, it's been a lot of a year and a half working out at parks and not being able to get a lot of rewards. So it's grateful to be in a position where, you know, I could work out and get an opportunity to play in the game and get some rewards.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Jenna Wayne.
Hi, Antonio. I'm just wondering, what have you been doing in the last several months since you've been away from football, and what have you learned about yourself during that time?
Well, I just been spending a lot of time with family, working on myself within, and just staying resilient. You know, keeping the mind on the mission. That's being a football player and doing all the things that come with that. Even when the times got hard, you know, keeping myself in shape, keeping myself motivated from within, not listening to the naysayers or not giving doubt or worries about will I be able to return. You know, I had good trainers, good people around me in my corner that kept me encouraged, that kept me motivated. And I just believe, you know, I knew one day I would get a chance to be back in this position. And I just try to check every box to make sure when I was able to get back, you know, that I was ready to go.
What would you say to those naysayers that you mentioned who maybe have questions about you returning to the NFL, or even some of the folks that think maybe you don't deserve another opportunity?
Well, you know, hopefully I could change their perspective. Being here around great people, great organization. You know, hopefully I can win them over in my actions, how I move forward and how I handle my business.
Next question will come from Sarah Walsh.
Yeah, Antonio, can you talk about your relationship with Tom? Obviously, you've made a debut for a team on a very short week of practice with him before and had success there, and what that relationship is like and how much studying you've been able to do, especially time off the field, staying at his place.
Tom is my boy, one of the greatest leaders to be around. You know, he's encouraging, always inspiring. He brings out the best of the people around him. He wants the best for everyone around him. I mean, he's the greatest quarterback all time. Nothing he I've done in the past matter. He always getting better day in and day out. And I just learned a lot from him, you know, how he trains, how he take care of himself professionally, his discipline, his work ethic, his approach. He's been a great guy in my corner and one of my close friends.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Antonio, you've played for Bruce Arians before, and there was a little bit of a social media spat between you guys back in 2019. He said that you had a little too much diva to you. How have you smoothed over that type of interaction that you've had in the past, and what is your relationship like with Bruce Arians?
Well, I don't know what was said or what Coach said. I know we have a great relationship. As a kid coming to Pittsburgh 10 years ago, being 20 years old, 21, you know, Bruce Arians was always an asset in my corner. You know, a great coach that's always brought out the best of me. You know, he's always challenging and what he say and what he in regards, but it's only to make you a better person. You know, I had to learn that from a start as a 20-year-old kid. No matter what BA says, he always got good intentions for his player. I wouldn't be here without him today. So I'm grateful for him for the opportunity to have me here. So a lot of credit to BA. Things that I said online, I don't know, I pay too much attention to. You know I have a great opportunity here with him, with BA and this organization, this team. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity he has presented me and I owe him all the backing.
And then when you look at your fit in this offense, you've had some time to study the playbook now. What are your thoughts on you know, where your role could be? I know you have experience playing all over the field, inside the slot, outside, you know, flanker, split end. How does this offense fit your skill set?
Well, I'm just excited to put my hand in the pile. There's so much great guys here. Excited to play with one of the greatest quarterbacks all time at TB12. I'm excited to be around Mike Evans, Chris Goodwin, you know, Scotty Miller. I'm excited to learn and be around the guys and, motivate the guys and learn from the guys and put my hand in the pile and hopefully help be the reason we win. So I'm just super grateful for this opportunity. Excited to be around the guys and everyone here. And I'm excited to fit in here and do what's best for us to win, whatever that entails.
Next question will come from Joy Knight.
Antonio, how long do you think it will take you to get up to speed with what the Bucs do offensively?
Well, I'm putting the time in right now, studying every night, coming in with Coach Jeffrey early in the morning to late afternoon to make sure, when I get opportunity to be in there, that I don't miss a beat, that guys could count on me and I could be where they need me to be.
What's it like living in barricaded house on the water, albeit temporarily?
Well, I'm just excited to be here, man. I'm excited to play, excited to put my hand in the pile and just be with the guys.
Next question will come from Greg Allman.
Antonio, you mentioned Tom, you mentioned Coach Arians. Just want to ask you about the other people you have here in Tampa that know you, guys like Byron, guys like Antoine Randall, just the support system you have around you, how much that helps give you confidence that this can work better for you than the last two stops.
Well, I got a great support system with these guys here. They familiar with me. They know who I am. They know what I bring to the table and how I am. So we got great familiarity. And I'm excited to be here and learn from these guys and put my will on display and show these guys what I'm willing to do.
Next, we'll go to Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Antonio, I read where Tom hooked you up with Tony Robbins. Can you kind of talk about the relationship you have with Robbins and what has he done to kind of help you get ready for your return to the NFL?
Well, yeah, I definitely, Tom hooked me up with him a couple months ago. He's been a great asset for me. We're working on myself within, locking some positive stuffs in my spirit and just being a better person. Since a lot of time sitting with him, developing some positive things with them, changing my outlook on a couple of things, battling and getting away from anger, just being able to stay positive and see the positive of things, not letting my emotion or frustration ruin my outlook on what's in front of me. So I really thank Tony Robbs and TB12 for, hooking me up with great people that could, align me with my purpose and help me to see the light in regards of my future.
You feel you're a completely different person now that you're back in the NFL?
Well, I just feel like I'm a better person. I want to say I'm a different person, but I'm a better person. Learning a lot about myself, working on myself for a year and a half. So I think I'm a better person.
We have time for a couple more. First, we'll go to Mark Cook.
Hey, Antonio, Tom Brady's he's offered his home to you twice now, and I don't want to say taking you under his wing, but why does Tom Brady believe in you? Where does that relationship come from? And have you ever asked him, why is it that he believes in you, not just as a football player, but as a person?
I think there's a lot of similarities in our work ethic, being guys who supposed to be underachievers, for guys who never supposed to make it, 6th round late boomers, guys who develop chips. I just want to be the best, just yearn for being the best, always growing, getting better. Obviously, he's the greatest quarterback in the world. So I'm just grateful to be here, to be his teammate, to be in the huddle with him, and to be a part of the process here with Tampa Bay. So super grateful. TB12 is my boy, and I'm grateful for that.
Next, we'll go to Luke Easterling.
Antonio, I'm curious as to whether there was, strong interest from teams other than Tampa Bay to bring you in. If so, what were those teams and what gave Tampa Bay the edge in your decision-making process when you came back?
Well, anytime you get a chance to play with the greatest quarterback in the world, to be around Bruce Arians, a great offensive guru, like you mentioned earlier, be around a lot of great guys who are already familiar with me from the Steelers 10 years ago. Antoine Randall, Larry Foote, Brian Leftwich, Coach Goody. So a lot of familiar faces that know me personally, more so what people write or what people say. So for me, it was a no-brainer, coming here and being around guys who understand me and obviously to play with one of the greatest quarterback in the world.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate you taking the time, Antonio.
Thank you.